Stop. Don't scroll. Don't you dare move your finger, because what I'm about to tell you has a timestamp on it. And if you miss this window, you will weep. My name is Pastor Michael, and I've been walking with God for 50 years. And I have never in 5 decades of ministry seen heaven move this fast. God told me to find you, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, today, December 21st, 2024. This exact moment, you feel that tightness in your chest, that warmth spreading through your hands, that sudden silence around you like the air just got thicker. That's not anxiety. That's not your imagination. That's confirmation. Heaven just locked onto your spirit. And if you click away right now, if you scroll past this message, you will miss the single most important turning point of your entire life. I'm not being dramatic. I'm being urgent, because something was released in the realm of the spirit today because of one thing you did, one decision you made, one moment of restraint when you wanted to lash out but you didn't, one whispered prayer in the dark when nobody saw you, one tear you held back because you refused to break. Heaven saw that, and God said, "Enough. I can't wait any longer. Release it now." You've been in a holding pattern for months, maybe years, waiting for the door to open, waiting for the phone to ring, waiting for the check to come, waiting for the pain to stop. And you started to think, maybe God forgot about you. Maybe you weren't chosen after all. Maybe the blessing was for somebody else. But listen to me, my beloved child. If you stay with me for the next 2 minutes, you are going to feel the atmosphere shift. You're going to sense something break loose that's been jammed for too long. Because God can't wait any longer. He's moving rapidly now, and it started today. Stay with me. Don't blink. Don't skip. Because what I'm about to show you is going to change everything. I see you. My beloved child, I see you. And I know what this has cost you. You've been the strong one for so long, you forgot what it feels like to be held. You've been the one everybody leans on. The one who shows up. The one who says, "I'm fine," even when you're falling apart inside. You smiled at the grocery store. You waved at the neighbor. You posted something cheerful online. And then you sat in your car in the driveway and you fought back tears. Because nobody knows. Nobody sees. You didn't buy that thing you wanted last week. Not because you're disciplined. Because you're calculating. Groceries, prescriptions, rent, the electric bill, and that one surprise expense that always shows up at the worst possible time. You're tired, my child. Tired in a way sleep doesn't fix. You wake up exhausted. Your body aches in places it didn't used to. And the doctor says, it's normal for your age. But you know it's not normal, it's weight. Emotional weight. Spiritual weight. The weight of carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours. And then there's the grief. You've lost someone. Maybe it was last year. Maybe it was 5 years ago. But people think you should be over it by now. They don't say it, but you feel it. The way they change the subject when you mention their name. The way they look at you like, are you still talking about that? But grief doesn't have a schedule, does it? It comes in waves. It shows up at 3 in the morning. It hits you in the middle of a commercial. And nobody understands that some losses don't heal. They just become part of you. And here's the part that hurts the most, my beloved. You've been praying. You've been praying the same prayer so many times, you started to wonder if heaven even heard you. You believed God for the breakthrough. You stood on the promise. You declared the word, and nothing changed. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And you began to whisper a question you were afraid to say out loud. Did I do something wrong? Am I being punished? Did God forget about me? No, my child. No, God didn't forget you. He was watching you. He saw every moment, every tear you swallowed, every bill you juggled, every night you stayed awake worrying, every time you chose kindness when you wanted to scream, every time you forgave when you had every right to walk away, every time you held your tongue when the words were right there. Heaven was recording it all. And today, something you did triggered a response in the throne room. Not something big, not something dramatic, something small, something nobody else noticed. But God saw it. And he said to the angels, "Enough. I can't wait any longer. Release it now. That tightness you felt in your chest when you started watching this, that wasn't anxiety. That was heaven saying, "We found you. Listen to me, my beloved child. Your pain was not proof you were forgotten. It was proof you were being forged. You weren't breaking down. You were breaking through. Every tear you cried in secret, heaven collected it. Every night you thought you couldn't go on, the angels stood guard around your bed. Every time you whispered, 'God, where are you?' He was closer than your own breath. You see, chosen one, the pressure didn't increase because you were weak. The pressure increased because your assignment got closer. And the enemy knew it. Some of what you've been fighting wasn't even your battle. It was jealousy aimed at you from across the room. It was projection, somebody else's shame they tried to hang on your shoulders. It was spiritual interference, silent sabotage, invisible resistance. And you felt it. You couldn't name it, but you felt it. That heaviness when you walked into certain rooms, that exhaustion after certain phone calls, that confusion that came out of nowhere and made you question everything. But here's what you didn't see. God was insulating you. He wasn't ignoring you. He was protecting the blessing from being stolen before you were ready to steward it. Because if he released it too early, it would have been mishandled, manipulated, mistimed. The wrong people would have touched it. The old version of you would have squandered it. But today, something shifted. What you did today wasn't small. It was obedience. It was alignment. It was divine restraint. You didn't retaliate when they came for you. You didn't beg the person who already said no. You turned off the phone and turned toward heaven. You forgave someone who never even apologized. You said no and you protected your peace. You got up this morning even with pain in your body, doubt in your mind, and weariness in your soul. And heaven saw that. God leaned forward on his throne and said, "That's it. That's the one. That's the moment I've been waiting for." And he filed it. He marked it. He stamped it as a release event, not because you were perfect, but because you were faithful in the fire. You didn't curse the process. You didn't abandon the post. You stayed. And now, my child, a rapid blessing is in motion. Not slow, not someday. Rapid. It's moving toward you right now like a freight train on an open track. Because you proved something today that heaven needed to see. You can be trusted with more. You won't abuse it. You won't waste it. You won't let it corrupt you. You've been tested in the valley, refined in the fire, and now God is clearing the pathway. He's removing the obstacles. He's silencing the opposition. He's opening the door that no man can shut. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you next will show you exactly when this blessing is going to land in your life. Listen to me, my beloved child. God saw what they did. Every manipulation, every betrayal, every time they made you feel like you were too much when you were simply being faithful. Every time they twisted your kindness into weakness. Every time they punished you for having boundaries. God saw it all. And today, right now, in the courts of heaven, your case has been reopened. Not by your effort, not by your anger, not by your need for revenge, but by divine decree. Because heaven doesn't operate on human timing. Heaven operates on justice. And your season of vindication has arrived. You feel that shift in your chest? That's the gavel coming down. The verdict is in, and it's in your favor. Now hear me clearly. What was used to delay you will now accelerate you. What was weaponized against you will now become the very thing that launches you forward. The door they tried to keep shut, it's swinging open. Without their permission, without their approval, without their signature. Because God doesn't need a committee to bless his chosen ones. Some people are about to be stunned, shocked, confused, because the person they thought they had figured out, the person they dismissed, overlooked, underestimated, is about to step into a dimension they can't even comprehend. And here's the beautiful part, my child. You won't have to fight dirty. You won't have to defend yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You won't have to explain your worth to those who already decided you don't have any. God is handling it. Quietly, strategically, supernaturally. Your hands stay clean. Your heart stays pure. Your spirit stays free. Because this isn't about revenge. This is about restoration. And God is removing access, not to punish you, to protect you. The people who drained you, they won't have access to the next version of you. The voices that mocked you, they won't have a seat at your new table. The relationships that suffocated you, they won't fit through the door God is opening. Because where you're going requires a different frequency, a higher vibration, a cleaner energy. And God is not about to let the old weights follow you into your new season. So right now in this moment, I want you to release them, not with bitterness, not with hatred, but with holy detachment. Say it out loud if you need to. They don't get to touch the next version of me. Say it again. They don't get to touch the next version of me. Because the angels are building a firewall around your future, and anyone who doesn't belong there will simply bounce off. They won't even know why, but you will, because you stayed faithful when it didn't make sense. You chose forgiveness when you had every right to be bitter. You kept your mouth shut when you could have burned bridges. And God said, "That's enough. I'm stepping in now. So breathe, my child. The fight is over. The verdict is in. Justice is yours. And it didn't cost you your soul. Listen to me, my beloved child. This is not a slow season. This is a rapid season. And I need you to understand what that means, because you've been trained by delay. You've been conditioned by years of waiting, years of praying the same prayer, years of watching doors stay shut while other people walked through theirs. But something shifted today. A door that's been locked for years by fear, by lack, by delay, by spiritual resistance you didn't even know was there, is opening with a click you can almost hear in your spirit right now. And when I say rapid, I mean rapid. Provision finds you. A bill that's been suffocating you, handled. A call you stopped expecting, it comes through. An approval that was denied 3 times before, suddenly green-lit. A refund you forgot about. A contract that materializes out of nowhere. A check that shows up with your name on it. A door that swings open so fast you don't even have time to knock. That's what rapid looks like. But it's not just about money, my child. It's about alignment. The right people, people who see you, people who value you, people who don't drain you, they start recognizing you. And the ones who've been taking from you, manipulating you, using your kindness like a doormat, they fade. Not because you pushed them away, because heaven removes what no longer serves your destiny. You won't even have to fight. They'll just go. And you'll wake up one morning and realize the chaos is gone. The confusion is gone. The noise is gone. Because here's the first blessing. Chosen one. And it's the one nobody talks about. Clarity. Peace. Your nervous system, after years of being on high alert, after years of anxiety pounding in your chest at 3 in the morning, after years of wondering if you're going to make it, finally exhales. You feel it, don't you? Right now, as I'm speaking, that warmth spreading through your chest, that calm wave moving through your body like water. That's not just emotion. That's relief entering your bloodstream. That's your spirit saying, finally, I can rest. Receive it, my child. Don't analyze it. Don't question it. Just receive it. Because this is what the rapid blessing looks like. Fast. Clean, undeniable. No more wondering if it's real. No more second guessing if you heard God right. When it lands, you'll know. Your body will know before your mind catches up. But, and listen close now, there is one thing you must not do next. One mistake that can slow down what God just sped up. And if you're not careful, you'll do it without even realizing. So stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you in the next 60 seconds could be the difference between walking into this blessing or watching it pass you by. Don't move. Stay right here. Now listen close, my beloved child, because what's coming at you is moving fast, and I need you to know how to handle it. When God releases a rapid blessing, it doesn't come slow and polite, it comes like a flood, and if you're not prepared, you'll fumble it, you'll doubt it, you'll talk yourself out of it before it even lands. So I'm going to give you 5 locks. 5 simple ways to protect what's already in motion. Lock number 1. Lock your mouth. Stop announcing things too early. Some people don't clap when you win, they compete. They criticize. They plant doubt in your mind when you need faith the most. Move quietly, my child. Let your results speak. Let the blessing show up before you say a word. Lock number 2. Lock your focus. Don't scatter your energy across 10 different things. Pick the next right step, just one, and take it. That job application, that phone call you've been avoiding, that appointment you keep postponing. One move. Today. That's all God needs from you. Lock number 3. Lock your boundaries. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's tradition. I don't care if people say you're being selfish. If it drains you, depletes you, or pulls you back into old chaos, let it go. You can't carry a new blessing with old weights still tied to your back. Lock number 4. Lock your gratitude. Right now, today, write down 3 evidences of God's care, even tiny ones. The fact that you woke up, the stranger who smiled at you, the bill that didn't come this week. This trains your spirit to recognize provision, because when the big blessing shows up, you'll actually see it instead of missing it because you were too busy looking at what's wrong. Lock number 5. Lock your obedience. Within the next 24 hours, take one action. Make the call, fill out the form, clean the desk, apply for the thing, cancel what drains you, take the walk, go to the doctor. Whatever that small, nagging voice has been whispering to you, do it. Because obedience unlocks velocity. Now, stop for 30 seconds. Place your hand over your chest. Breathe out slow, and whisper this with me. I release control. I receive clarity. I accept God's timing. Say it again. I release control. I receive clarity. I accept God's timing. Do you feel that? That shift in your body? That's your spirit aligning with heaven's frequency. That's the sound of a door creaking open that's been rusted shut for years. Now here's what I need you to understand, my child. The blessing that's coming isn't just financial. It's not just relational. It's a package. Clarity and opportunity and protection all at once. And the sign that it's already at your door? You're going to notice something small but unmistakable in the next 72 hours. A repeating number. A song that won't leave your head. A name that keeps showing up. A sudden peace in the middle of chaos. When you see it, don't dismiss it. That's heaven saying, it's here. Receive it. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you next will show you exactly why this blessing had to wait until now and why it's coming so fast. My beloved child, I need you to listen very carefully right now, because in the next 48 to 72 hours, you are going to see 3 signs that confirm everything I just told you is real. The first sign will be a message, not from someone you talk to every day, not from someone you were expecting, but from someone whose name you haven't heard in weeks, maybe months. And when you see their name pop up on your screen, your heart is going to skip, because you'll know that's not coincidence. That's confirmation. The second sign will be internal. You're going to wake up one morning soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, and instead of the usual heaviness, instead of that knot in your stomach, you're going to feel something you haven't felt in a long time. Peace. Not because your circumstances changed overnight, but because something inside you shifted. That panic that's been riding your chest like a stone? Gone. That fear that whispered you're not going to make it? Silenced. You're going to know deep in your spirit that you're covered. The third sign will be provision. Small at first. Maybe $20 you didn't know you had. Maybe someone pays for your coffee. Maybe a bill gets reduced, a fee gets waived, a debt gets forgiven. It won't be the full breakthrough yet, but it will be the down payment. The evidence that the floodgate is about to open. And my child, when these signs start appearing, don't you dare second guess them. Don't brush them off as luck or coincidence. Receive them. Say thank you out loud. Because what you're seeing is the leading edge of a wave that's been building in the heavens for months. Now listen to me carefully. What's coming for you will not require you to beg. You will not have to chase it down. You will not have to manipulate, scheme, or force your way in. What's for you is coming with dignity, with divine timing, with your name already written on it. So don't rush, don't panic, don't go backwards into old patterns of striving and desperation. Stand still, keep your faith steady, and watch God move. Right now, I want you to do something very simple. Go to the comments and type these exact words. My blessing is on its way. Don't type maybe. Don't type I hope so. Type it as a declaration, because when you speak it, you're not wishing, you're agreeing with what heaven already released. And if this message reached you today, that means you were chosen to hear it. So share it. Send it to one person who's been fighting in silence. One person who's been holding on by a thread. Because when you become a conduit of hope, you multiply your own. And make sure you stay connected to this channel, because the next message I'm going to bring you is going to show you exactly how to steward what's about to arrive. How to prepare your life, your mind, and your spirit for the upgrade that's coming. Chosen one, I want you to hear me one last time. Heaven moved today because you did. That one act of obedience, that one moment of restraint, that one whispered prayer when you thought nobody was listening, it triggered something massive in the spirit realm. And God looked at your file and said, I can't wait any longer. Release it now. So don't you dare give up. Don't you dare walk away. Your breakthrough is not coming. It's already in motion, and it's moving fast. God can't wait any longer, and neither should you.